Somebody's comments.
What?
Grammys are tonight and people commenting on the outfits and couples and stuff.
Country
It's
Grammy?
awful.
What?
No, it's just the Grammys.
Oh.
Look at Harry.
Okay.
It's kind of giving me Freddy vibes. Kind of reminds me of Freddie.
What?
It kind of reminds me of Freddie Mercury.
Harry Styles?
Yeah, that whole just.
Oh, the look?
Mhm.
Yeah, but in all honesty, Harry Styles is no...
Well, no.
Not by a long shot.
No.
I mean, Mom, it's hot today. We headed to Nashville. Look what came today! I got a prank.
I gotta pull this out.
How was it?
Huh? Oh, that's not bad. Alright, I think we're golden. But announce it, right? Well, not there, but announce it here. Yep. Alright.
Object to your objection.
What's that?
I object to your objection.
Pretty much. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man, she definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pearls. Oh, I see. Wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. About this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right? Yes. Now, where you found this key is very important. So please tell me, Pearls, where did you find this? I found it in the incinerator. The incinerator? Is she talking about the one in the garden? The door on it was a little open, so I took a peek. When was that? It was after the channeling when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick? Yes? Are you going to tell my mother? Huh? You mean tell Morgan what you did? Yes. She finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash. I'll get a spanking. Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then, alright? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. So, what did you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I'd never seen so many people before. Oh, Mystic Maya looked so small and helpless. Well, Maya's already naturally short, so... And then that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes. Ruffly. Oh, she means Francisca. It's such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm going to tell her what I think of her tomorrow. I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win. That's terrible. But she's really a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right? There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy eventually. Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is it that person Mr. Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgeworth? That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. Huh? He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it. Oh, that's too bad. By the way, yes? What is it? You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you? Why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? On top of that, this key. When did she pick this up? Just realized I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened? Ah! What was I doing? I wasn't doing anything. She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else, I promise. Ah! I guess you can see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. Can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? June 21st, Fey Matter Meditation Room. It's really empty. Training was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over. Fey Matter, Winding Way. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Oh, there's stuff in there. Well, it looks like they've noticed me. And are now running at top speed towards me. Oh, hey, Huff Huff. Like, you're that dentist guy. Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again. Oh, like real suave, so it's like my turn. It's nice to see you too. So what's up? You're all out of breath. Like, huh? Oh, like, you mean... Like, I'm just totally happy. I'm, like, totally excited to be here. God, this woman is more annoying than Lotta. Excited? Like, I mean, there are so many things to, like, see. It's, like, the real deal here. Oh, for example? Oh, really? For example? For example? Okay, I got it. I gotta give her a voice. For example, like, that urn over there. Do you, like, know about it? All I see is an old, cracked piece of pottery. There's some sort of legend connected with that urn? Like, yeah, it's like this village's treasure. Huh, didn't know that. And, like, it's sealed inside that urn. What are you talking about? Like, you know, Amy Faye's spirit. Amy Faye? Who's that? Like, jeez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Kurain channeling technique was Mystic Amy. You don't have to get upset with... Oh, sorry. This is Phoenix. You don't have to get upset with me. So, like, as long as her spirit, like, lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Faith family will stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic? Romantic, huh? That urn is really as important as she says. It could be a vital clue. Yeah, thank you. I couldn't stand just plainly reading it.
Hey, Shroom.
Hey, Shroom.
How are ya?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the murder. Dr. Gray's remember? As if there's another one? Oh, that one. Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the sad room. Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all? Like, come on. What a total bore. I, like, totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing. Oh, yeah? You only introduced Dr. Gray to Kurain Village. No relation, sure. Even if you were only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister who died in that accident was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then. Why don't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident? Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to, like, do with the murder?
Yeah.
I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Oh boy. Like, what is it? Looks like I'm gonna need something to pry her mouth open on this one. That's right. Pearl said she found this key inside the incinerator. Guess I should take a look inside for myself.
Yes.
And they're all... last name is Miney. Eeny, Mimi, Miney, Mo Miney? Yep. Guess I should take a look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it. Tiny bit, but still. So there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see is a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks. It looks like something's written on it. I am? Huh, weird. Wait, that wasn't broken before, was it? Maybe it was. Maybe I'm just nuts. Who knows?
Dream said nope, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, okay, so... it wasn't broken before, okay. That's not so. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? It looks like she's talking to a picture.
Oh.
Don't you see? Take a look around.
Yeah.
Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty. What in the... Who's there? Oh no, everything is fine. Oh, if it isn't Mr. Wright. Just curious, but that picture you were just looking at... Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well. Huh? Oh yes, thank you. I'm terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. Hold on. There we go. Fixed. Terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. The previous engagement, as I had to watch over the trainees' training today. I get the sense she really doesn't want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand? That is why... Yeah, gotta love bots.
Yeah.
And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this. Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lada and I went to call the police? Yes, of course. I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit-severing technique and held her in my arms afterward. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I would like to say more did, however, that is all that occurred. I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be more patronizing? So do the students train every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given a day off. The day after the murder, of course. And I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training? Mr. Wright. Dak, yes? Oh, she got really scared real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, but Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next question, please. Oh man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the master is Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty, she is a brilliant medium. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure? About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. And after that, she simply disappeared.
Oh.
I don't believe she'll return to this village in any case. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. Erased? A person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. That is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to Kurain Village. And Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid, I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. Yeah, you got plans.
Pearl's her daughter, right?
Correct. Oh, sorry. The spirit severing technique.
Here.
It's
Jake
Kurain
here.
Village.
Sorry, that was loud.
Oh. Refresh my memory on who Morgan Le Fay is, because that sounds really familiar, but I'm not placing it. I'm feeling really dumb right now. Oh, okay, gotcha. Right. Okay. Hey, Nick. I've been waiting. She looks so hopeless. Helpless. So how was it? What did you find out? Well, I found a few things. It's so bad that you can't even look me in the eye? Just need a little more time. It'll come together by tomorrow, I promise. I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble. So how was it? Today's trial, I mean. You're fantastic, Nick. Every time I thought your goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie. Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're going to win this, Maya. Thanks a lot, really. Hey, Nick. The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it? Of course not. You're completely innocent. If that were true, then I'd be really happy. But there wasn't anyone else in that room with the two of us, right? Well, did you check behind that folding screen? I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there. That's exactly what Lotta said, too. Nick? Yeah? Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray? Because of something Mia told me. My sis? What'd she tell you? She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you. Now that you mention it, wait, then I really am? You're not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged. Drugged? I think this was planned from the very beginning. Yeah, Lotta. You were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray. That's... I want to ask you something about Pearls. Pearly? What about her? No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder. Huh? Wait, Nick, you don't think she did it, do you? No, nothing like that. She'd never do anything like that, you hear me? Never. She's a great kid, really cute, really great, and cute. I didn't really think she was a murderer. But she's definitely hiding something.
Sorry.
You're fine. You were with her on that day, right? Yeah, two of us. We were playing with her ball. A ball, huh? Sounds like a dead end to me. So about this ball... it's nothing really special, just a plain old ball. I think she was still playing with it when I started the channeling job that day. Pearly really loves to play with that ball. She loves to play with that ball, huh? When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing box. The clothing box? Yeah. Pearly's always hiding in there. You know the side room? There's a clothing box in there. It's really big, so once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. Clothing box in the side room, huh? Back to Kurain Village. Racking up them ticket times. Oh, on again. Ah! And there she goes. Hey, wait! Please, Lotta! She ran off into the manor. Lotta. Ah! Hey! I'm telling you, quit following me here! I'm a worthless piece of trash. You lay eyes on me and they'll all turn to dust.
I must have told Grandma. Their Grandma's house.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be an auntie again.
You are an auntie.
I said I'm going to be an auntie again.
But you are an auntie. It never changed.
Yeah, but still, I have another.
You're gonna have another niece.
Or nephew.
Or nephew.
I think it's a boy. Don't know why, I just have a feeling.
I don't want to talk to this brain-dead psycho anymore. Fate Manor, side room. Oh, there's the ball. Pretty sure I saw a lot of run in this direction. Auntie, hi. Doesn't
Oh
look
yes,
like she's
I'm
here.
going to be auntie too.
Oh, that's right.
Exciting.
And I'm an uncle by association.
When's Koi due?
July 2nd.
Exciting.
Pearl's ball. Maya said that it's always kept in the clothing box. So then what's it doing on the floor?
Does she know what she's having?
Clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. Wonder what's inside. Ah! What?
Exciting.
Fucking Lotta was hiding in the clothing box?
Oh Jesus.
What were you doing in there? What
My
were you
sister's not
thinking?
due till September, so she doesn't know yet, but I just have a feeling it's a boy.
I'm a bad person, just another piece of human trash I needed a hole to crawl into. So you crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into? Oh man, huh? There's a small hole in this clothing box. It's about 8 inches off the ground. It's the same height as the hole in the folding screen, then could this... Did fucking Pearl sneak the clothing box into the thing and hide in it?
Oh.
There's a bullet hole in it, though.
Oh.
Jesus. Girl, you almost got killed. Like, yeah, whatever. Gag me with a phone.
Oh.
Nice. You want to guess hers? Or Sally's? Oh, Mr. Nick, that person ran by here just now. What person? You know, the person with the
Steph
fluffy...
says boy.
Person with the fluffy cotton candy hair? Ah, she means Lotta. She said, don't look at me with them eyes, but... I'm not that scary, am I? I don't think that's quite what she meant. Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you, going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me. Oh, well, thanks. You're welcome. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't tell you what happened? What if I
Yeah,
can't?
Pearly, time to fess up.
What if I can't just tell you what happened? Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You can do that? You'll tell me if I get something wrong, won't you? Yes. Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? You were here, weren't you, Pearls, in the Winding Way?
This will be the 7th
Wow.
grandkid.
You got it.
I have 3 and 3 right now. I have 3 nieces, 3 nephews. So this will be the 7th one.
So do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the Winding Way? Pretty sure yeah, her ball. Click on the gun. She was killing.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
What was that? Is that whatever samurai?
Steel Samurai, yeah.
Steel samurai?
That's not going anywhere anytime soon. You're playing with this ball, right? Ah, that's right. How'd you know? One gone. Maya told me that you love to play with your ball. Yeah, I was playing with my ball. Huh. And then? Something happened, huh? Something really bad. What do you mean, something? No, nothing happened. This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened.
Oh. You broke the pot.
This urn.
The urn,
It's a village treasure, right? And the spirit of the founder of the Kurain technique is sealed in here, isn't it? Yes. What's this? It's all cracked. It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there. Don't tease me. Pearl, you broke the sacred urn, didn't you? The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? Doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet. It's a really old urn, isn't it? I guess. It's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks. Her voice is shaking. How can you tell that urn has been broken?
What are you looking for?
How it's spelled. Who started the Kurain channeling technique? Huh? Oh, it was Mystic Amy. That's right. And how do you spell her name? Do you know how? How do I spell her name? I don't know. It's spelled A-M-I. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn. And made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again. Doo-doo-doo. Well, we'll have to check. Around when Mystic Maya started the channeling on that day, I was playing in the winding wave with my ball. Well, how old is she again?
Who? Pearl? Did it say how old she is?
8.
8.
So yeah, she probably wasn't paying much attention. Although, yeah, it's like, I don't know enough about that stuff. I'm pretty sure I have dyslexia. I keep switching numbers all the time. I have to write them down, but that could be ADHD too. Anyways, but yeah. And that's when you broke the urn? Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Amy's spirit fly away. Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay? I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable.
Yeah, she is 8.
Thought that maybe they would
no,
make me...
never mind, I read that wrong. See, I'm just...
You have dyslexia too?
I kind of think I'm getting it. I transpose numbers and stuff all the time now.
I have to write them down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me being busy at work or what, but...
I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village. But the broken pieces were pretty big, so... You thought you could put them back together and no notice? Yes. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there. The hallway? You mean the winding way? Yes. Channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by. I see. So about how long did it take you? It must have been a nasty repair job. Yes, I might be strong at spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I'm not nearly as skilled. When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor. So that's around when Lada and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder. When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? I'm gonna get banished, aren't I? I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I bet Mystic Amy's He's happy to be free from that cramped urn. Yeah, I hope so. No harm done and a happy resolution. Phew. Okay. So we cracked her open. #21st Korean Village. Phew. I think I found everything. I found out everything I can. But I can't see how it all adds up, huh? And is eeny meeny being here just a coincidence? Hey, mister. How's it that spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Enie's sister. It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix, I'm talking to you! Wish I knew a little more about Enie, but where am I going to find info like that? Oh, I get it. You can't be bothered to look over at trash like me, is it? Is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Ah!
Jeez.
Lotta! Oh, so you finally noticed. Thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word. Well, I gotta hand it to you. You sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump of one around like this. Thanks. But you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own. What are you going on about? And as for following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing? Well, you see... Well, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, are you? You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister.
So confusing.
Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya really bad, Lotta. I don't suppose you can forgive a gal like me. Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Ah, thank goodness. I'm still what? No, nothing at all. Just talking to myself, you know, gibberish. Now then, Lotta Heart at your service. I'll share with you all the dirt I've dug up. Thanks. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free. Lotta not taking money? Now I know this one's an alien clone. That's Eenie Meenie, right? Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I heard as much. I also had heard that Enie was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Korean Village. You don't say, that's one sneaky gal if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her? Speaking of Enie, do you have any other information about her? Sure. Well, what is it? It'll cost you, and it'll cost a lot. Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary. That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized? But why? Well, heck, you can go find out on your own. Huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find something. Find out something. Maybe? What's that supposed to mean? Well, see, actually, it was going to be annoying, I reckon, so I didn't actually go there. Ugh. Well, that's the way gumbo spoils, right? Spoiled gumbo sounds ew. I mean... Look, don't blame this on... Oh, never mind. Yeah. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this hottie clinic. Maya's not the real murderer, then. Who do you think it is, Lana? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that occult freak. You mean Eenie Meenie? Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? Hey, Granny, you and me, we were all together that whole time. So Lotta suspects Enie. Which means she might have already found out some info about our mysterious Enie. Time to go to a clinic. Hottie Clinic reception. So this is where Enie was hospitalized. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Yes. Were you a doctor here? Yes, I'm Dr. Hottie.
Director.
What?
The director.
Director Hottie. Ah, I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself. Yes? What could I help you with? Stranger danger indeed. I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eenie Meenie. Miss Meenie? Miss Eenie Meenie? Yes. Oh, her! That's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir. No, you shouldn't be up and about. Come on. It's back to your room with you. Ah, Sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start that Sweetums thing with me. Don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital. Wow, didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful toward their boss. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat.
Yeah, it took me a minute.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Yes? Don't yes me. Who in the world are you? Director Hottie. The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I can talk to is this guy. Ugh. We're still gonna talk to him?
See what we got.
Alright. So what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes. We treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Yes. Doctory clinical stuff. Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Yes. What does that look for? Yes. There's a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes. They can't accommodate everyone. They move some of their patients here. You do surgeries here, right? Yes. We do some plastic surgery here, it seems. It seems? Yes. It seems that way. What do you know about Miss Eenie Meenie? Now you're talking! Yes, that girl, she was transferred to the general hospital. Jesus! I see what you meant. From the general hospital to here? What kind of surgery did she need? Yes, well, she needed surgery. It was really bad. Really bad. So what kind was it? Yes, well, no. You see, that is something... No, I can't tell you. So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Actor. See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. It's in all those TV shows too, right? You've seen them, right? Yes. Never going to get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. Gotta be something I can show to this old coot. What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What's it with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. Trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. Huh? What do you mean? I have to explain this to him? Hold on, I'll give you something. Real information, okay? Actually, this clinic's... See, I'm like this place's walking dictionpedia. Mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that! My specialty is in young, silky smooth hottie patients. I had to, that was just strange. Nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah, how about you keep that information to yourself? Ho! Anyway, you wanted to know about little Miss Eenie Meenie, right? Little Miss Eenie Meenie? Girl, I remember her especially well. Really especially. Very well. Roll your tongue back in your frickin' mouth. Tell me what you know about Eenie Meenie. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right. She was transferred here from the general hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She's one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? No. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yep, I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around and round in bandages and her arm was in a cast. Sounds pretty severe, alright. Yes. It was an accident. An accident. They're scary, yes. Cars, yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep, that's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swear it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up. Did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Lots of things. Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation? Are you talking about Miss Edie's operation? Yes, Miss Edie's.
All the things, yes, all the things.
I'll do one of those eventually. Oh, no, it's actually down there.
Here's Shorty.
That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Edie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together.
I'm confused.
What?
Isn't Edie the one we've been talking to?
Yes.
Wasn't her sister the one that got in the accident?
Yes. Well, what's to say she wasn't there too? Picture? That girl, see, she just got her license. So she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. See, I got her picture. So, see, I got her picture as a way to remember her, yes. Well, more like swipe. Breach of ethics? Oh, wait. What? Pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious. Alright, Gollum.
Cleavy.
My precious! Go! No, I can't do it. I'm not even gonna try it. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. Probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. So you looked up information on Enid's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes, I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes. Hold on. I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Oh, well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max, but I bet I could learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy. Here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Edie was in the passenger seat. Passenger seat, huh? And dozing, or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute, a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Edie fought with the door, finally got it open, managed somehow to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in this article. Yes. Good clue, I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Edie had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes, so how was I? It was a real help, wasn't I? Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, well, I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Edie I said hi, okay? Yes.
Stop! Oh.
It's time for me to leave, too. Yes? Okay. It's okay to... Definitely time to leave. Alright.
Yeah, I think there's way more to this.
I have a feeling she was driving the car since she just got her license. She caused the accident.
And Edie might not have been the one that died. I mean, Edie might not have been the one that's...
I think we're talking to me.
Yeah.
Possibly. Hey, so how was it?
That's
Did
my
you go to the
thought.
clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Ah, yeah. So earlier that old granny called the cops.
What?
Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the cops? She said she had something to tell him. So the things are sure getting interested. But honestly, I tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. Always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. Now you see what it's turned into? A murder, that's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? The stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Heh, really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with the gossip while I'm busy saving people. Said something about stealing the Master's seat. Yup. Right now, the Master is this medium named Misty Fey, but the one that was really supposed to be the Master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the Master? You know where Eni is, Lana? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around the garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. I hear Master has always been the eldest daughter. Eldest daughter? Turns out that old bat is Misty Fey's older sister. Oh? They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost to her younger sister, Misty. I see. Made the townfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sort of things, too, like, she's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next Master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the Branch family, I reckon.
Her auntie's up to some shit.
Oh yeah. Everyone's up to shit.
Auntie Morgan is naughty.
Hey, like, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. You got enough to finally unlock her secret. Like, what's with that scary look on your face?
Don't you have to do the... Oh.
Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. And you just asked whose accident. Which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? Yep. Did you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says Miss Eenie Meenie holds interview about crash. Ah! Suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Like, wait! What now? That's not me! Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eenie Meenie, is, like, pretty common. What in the world are you battling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Mighty, is in here, too. Like, totally, wow. What a scary coincidence. I'm, like, totally getting, like, goosebumps. Think I'm gonna let you get away with that? So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized?
The picture, wasn't it?
This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? Got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There's a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. The creepy fake director! Now are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's like totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. says that one of the women died, correct? And that woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be... I want to say it'd be... Miney. Yep. I believe it was your sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi. You're riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. Come on, eat that hat! Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. Then it happened. At the time, I grabbed from my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, like, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Dr. Gray really caused that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Eni a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. It seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm gonna serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Ha ha ha! The fuck?
Mm-mm.
Village. Looks like something's up. Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone! Ow! Hey, hold on, okay, pal? I'm not gonna hurt. Pearl, dear, it's perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please, let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But... Aw, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. He's gonna show her a pistol again. Detective, do not upset me further. Ah, sorry. Poor Gumshoe. Being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother. Never happened before. Pearls. Mr. Nick! I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, Phoenix. Anything. I'm terrible at this. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Shiver. Alright. Off to the detention center. Detention center. Detention center visitor's room. Ah.
Yeah.
Kept me waiting, Phoenix. Man. So how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now, I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few psych locks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Come on, Phoenix. We don't have time to be looking at things like this. We need to find out everything we can... Oh, whoops. Mia, yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It's like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, battle of wits against Mia. Now we show it to her.
Stay on this couch.
He's sleeping on the couch, yeah. A murderer. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yes. Alright then. Tell me who you think I'm protecting. Morgan Fay, of course. There's no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else. Which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. Proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the winding way. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. I mean, it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. Well, when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there is only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But this blood. And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that the piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? Beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet, somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. It certainly seemed that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There's only one person who could have done that. One person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Exactly. Did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion onto my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah. She was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? Eenie Meenie. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eenie Meenie were in cahoots. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. A person would have to know a lot about Fey Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eenie Meenie is involved somehow, but we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Edie. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? And there's only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix.
She wanted to frame...
Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother. She is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Fey. Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now? Now then, looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose.
She is out.
Okay. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me. Yeah? Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself. She's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning! 2 of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother's coming today to show her support. No, she's not. She's coming to give a fucking deposition. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly! Not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Want me to hold off? Yep. Actually, I'm going to the restroom myself. I'll be right back. Oh, one momento.
Okay, well, let's keep it. I know. She said, well, when are we going to quit our jobs and go live on the beach? buy you dinner. I think it's gonna be a boy. Steve got a vasectomy.
Got her off the phone.
Sorry. My best friend called to discuss baby news. Because Sally posted it on Facebook.
Ah. I'm alright. I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on?
It's about to get messy.
With Morgan, yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. Famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. True.
Oh my.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. Prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying, then, that the person in this picture is not the defendant? Never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Miss Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. Name is Morgan Fey, and I'm a spirit medium in a manner of speaking. Sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. Perform the spirit-severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit-severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... Oof! You, be quiet. Now witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? Here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order! Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. Of course you did. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right, she is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is she making a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Is it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger. Is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue. During our investigation, you stated you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It's very painful for me to say this, however. Witness is lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh! This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what had happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Yes, very well. Ugh, why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Is it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes. But you're physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. You forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix, right? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Ack. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have, however. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great, well now what? While you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. That's true. And how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. Sure that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. Looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. What she said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, well... Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone?
Your sister.
Who was it? Prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? Think you can see where this is headed? Yep. Oh, I have to do her voice. Witness name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Eenie Miney. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university. What's this parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it, like, occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. Of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine. For my sake. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was, like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, totally told me something, like, totally terrible. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying this person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness! Like, yeah? Your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. Sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eni? She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find out one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drivel. Wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. We were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about the Kurain channeling technique. Point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But, ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection. Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright? It's a question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? Very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. I'm, like, totally cool with that. I wasn't, like, scared at all. And, like, her costume looked totally, like, normal. That was a very well-spun line, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Mighty, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order. Miss Mighty, what is the meaning of this? Miss Mighty? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. Eep! What are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. The side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended in. Right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I told my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. You have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. What was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Yeah. Did your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix, right? Sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? When do you mean? When you... Talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. No, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? Very important. That's because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. I don't get why, but okay. I, didn't see anyone on the way to, the channeling chamber. Say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. What do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting, you have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yep, which means anyone walking through the area would have seen her. But Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that? Ah! As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish... There's no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why. She broke the urn? Yow! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. Ah! And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting in the middle of the winding way. What? Hermione. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. You couldn't see that while you were walking. I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Mighty. You are a masterful liar. Yarg! Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is a witness. So, Miss Mighty, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. Witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, sleeping in the side room. I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There's no way. Your lies end here. What do you even mean? Witness says that during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. Contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? What does that, have to do with anything? Very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Gwah! But look at the Manor Guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? It's Mighty, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. Or Eenie Miney, sorry. So now's the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Miney was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order. That's why that is... Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Where was I hiding? Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Ah! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball. Now she's looking like her sister. Now, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps," as if you know exactly how old I am. Sorry? It's like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Witness was hiding behind a folding screen with the help of this. Miss Miney. How you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lada disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright? You think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yes, I can with some evidence. Now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box is at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. What on earth? Oomph! I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole, about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen. Which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Order. So what you're saying... Then, Mr. Phoenix, right? What about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney. You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. You wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. Masquerade as Maya Fey? She had a plan from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix, right? Then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. I'm sure it's possible if you were to try... Ow. I don't want to hear if. If you're going to give me if, then give me some proof along with it. Where did Eenie Meenie get the costume then? How about the wig? I wasn't talking about that exact point. I meant people, humans. If we want to do something bad enough, then... That's enough. It is the duty of a lawyer to back up his or her claims. Oh, I think I messed that up a little. Yeah, it's your duty. If you can't do that, then your proposal falls flat. Yeah, it totally falls flat. Why do you have to hurt me so? It's alright, Phoenix. Huh? It is impossible for one person to commit this crime, but... That's right. Really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Did I remind you? The foolish receive no mercy. Press the wrong button. Wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Grr, this person! If it wasn't someone from Kurain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fey? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What'd you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Ah!
Birthday.
Well, this is... Oh, happy birthday to her. Oh, I didn't know that. I think this is what really happened. Murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently toward the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she'd take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. The last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker.
Sorry.
That is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. Murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. It's Miney. She immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Ah! Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Ack. Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma, surely. Of course it was me. You really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. That is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act, what reason would she have to do such foolish things? Eh? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where's her motive?
Killed her sister.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say, too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive. I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What was the reason for her wanting Dr. Gray dead? Foolishly foolish. The reason you want Dr. Gray dead is this.
Her sister.
Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Miss... Hey, great. Great. Now even she's gone. Oh. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one is proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, gonna explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. Besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, youch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix, right? You failed to support your own theory. The end.
At the end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? What Miss Miney has stated is very true. Revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fey to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney, sorry.
Ah!
Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia, yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder, but you know regardless that that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Oh no. That's no good.
Oh no.
Time is up.
Sorry.
Mr. Wright, your final answer, please. Happy birthday! You want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had her motive, then...
And it might be mid.
It is a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Why'd she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I? Can I really do
had
this?
a lot of issues running on people's computers and whatnot.
I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Ha ha ha! Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Eek. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? You're supposed to be on my side! Hey! Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix, right? And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way! Very well. Court will take a 5-minute recess. We'll continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey! Wait a sec here.
Oh, I don't know, maybe. What are you doing, little girl?
Bathroom?
Yes.
I'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Your server's getting flooded. What?
What?
We'll be right back. Happy birthday. Oh, I don't care. I don't care at all. I'll be right back. Be right back. Want to go out? Come on. Come on, Jake. Come on. Go on.
In your bed. Willow bed.
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 Fine. Hey.
Oh, he's
Bed.
come in here and lay down.
Good boy.
He's been in here all night. We're back.
Depending on your upload speed, I usually do. Actually, here I can tell you the bitrate I use. I use a 4,000 bitrate.
Today I was trying to film content with my
Sorry.
Dick, lay down. Lay down.
He's in here. Willow bed.
Thank you. I think my upload rate is about 10 megabits per second. Or something like that. I don't remember. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Enid could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. Oh yeah, you can always, one of the other things in OBS you can change, actually, to help with the choppiness is... Oh, what was the thing? Like, what I do with mine is, under the video settings, the base canvas resolution is set to 1920 by 1080, and I scale it back down to 1280 by 720. Make it less choppy. That makes sense. Under the circumstances, there's no one else other than... That's true, though. I mean, if you streamed it without a problem before, it's probably just OBS messing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be OBS. OBS doing something stupid. Under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Ah, misfine karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Alright, let's just keep an eye on her. Ugh, looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. True. But even if you do that, it won't bring me your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion, and then we'll know who the real winner is.
Don't like her.
Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eenie Miney had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Miney, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... That was, last year in May. Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat. I like woke up because of a jolt and like it was a sea of flames around me. I like opened the door and like got away.
Girl.
I think I've heard of this incident. There's all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Yeah! Those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? So then why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switching drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. But, like, I don't have, like, a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware that you didn't have your license, Miss Miney. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, anyway. I was, like, totally pooped, too, so I... Oh, hold on. Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What's the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about, that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. Ah, youch! No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? Accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Irk. Yow! Cry, and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but... Like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have let me drive. Yow! Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you two, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the owl. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? Eh? That's because... I think this situation calls for more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please. Eh? Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Losing the voice.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued
I think she just hit him.
Yeah, she hit him. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. See, a bright red sports car for sports. Now that the defense may question the witness. Not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... It was a new car? Yeah, she had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. Hmm? The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. Guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. Really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor, yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. But to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. Nope, wrong one. Miss Miney, do you remember this article? An article about the accident. You said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. Oh. Sitting in the passenger seat, it would have been on the left side. For a UK vehicle. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. It would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? Two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ah! What do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Ah! Order! Order in the court! Order! 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 Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Enid said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Enid said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Enid or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? Answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Enid Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix, right? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Mimi Miney. That is your real name. All the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right, it's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then the body they found at the crash site, that was the body of the real Enid Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? Car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Enid Miney. Her sister Mimi then stole her face, was reborn as Enid. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Ah! What's the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. This witness had to stop that from happening at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling. Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Miss Von Karma? Eek! Why'd you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. A few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident, in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all, the only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident, her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Edie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect! Me, Francisca Von Karma! I'm gonna enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? Oh, you dick. It's gonna be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yow! Ooh! Ah! Yow! Ow! 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 One more good for good measure. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham. Now then. Looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty! Yay! I love the fact that he's not even there. She should be. That is all. This court is adjourned. 313, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Sis! Aww. That's right, she never got to see her every time she channeled her. Good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. This is all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was a box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. Yeah, planned it down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to ever happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Misty? Oh, Pearl Fey.
Pearl.
Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? Branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. Next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearl's would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did I say something just now? I think she was saying, I thought so. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the one suitable to be the master of Kurain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder. Cooperate with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless Maine family girl. Sorry, farm girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Dun 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 dun. This next one you'll like. So with that, we should probably stop. She loves the circus. I was just trying to get to the main menu. Always good when Shroom goes, oh no, not the circus one.
Big Berry Circus. Oh, Pearl.
Okay. So now we'll go back to the title screen. We'll start that one next time.
Yes.
Alright.
Maybe tomorrow.
You all have a good night.
Have a good night, guys. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll start that one.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how you feel after work. But anyways, you all have a good night.
Night, guys.
Catch you on the flip side. Bye.
Bye.